Previously on Silversun.
All vital signs are normal for this level of cryonic suspension.
Let's commence reanimation.
Dr. Figuedello sure has changed.
Clearly we have the wrong pod. Switching to emergency mode now.
Zandie Brockow, age 15. She has friends but no family amongst the new settlers.
Explain to me how this mix-up could have happened.
I don't know, Commander. Now, either they made a mistake back on Earth when they were assigning a code to each pod, or maybe there was a glitch in our retrieval system.
A computer error.
Yeah.
What's it like?
What?
Our new planet. What's it look like?
They call me Deeganhart, but my friends call me Deegs.
I'm
Zandie. I know, I'm very pleased to meet you.
So Deeganhart would have had to have entered the incorrect pod number and confirmed it.
That's the only way it could have happened.
We understand each other.
I guess we do.
So, let's just ignore those other losers. We've got our lives to live.
Star Runner leaves on its 90-year journey to the New World. On board, an elite young crew and 550 settlers frozen in suspended animation.
Excellent. You're stable enough to go back under.
Blood pressure is perfect. You're in top physical shape.
You've beaten all your recovery thresholds by hours.
That's great. All this will be behind you in a few hours. Until you wake up on your new planet.
Haven't you forgotten something?
ECG, EEG, blood, chemistry. We've done the full panel.
What's wrong, Zandie?
Shouldn't you ask me what I want to do?
Well, we thought you wanted to be resuspended immediately. But that's the impression you gave.
What do you want to do?
Well, I've only just come back to being myself after 2 years of not feeling. And now I'm in a time and place where I never dreamed I'd be. All I want is time to make up my own mind.
Yes!
Okay, campers, you're both on cleaning detail.
What? That can't be right. I've only just done it.
Yeah, a week ago, Tycho. Check the roster.
And you're doing this shift by yourself, remember? I traded you all my star bars.
What a rip-off.
Well, the carb diode traps are overdue.
Oh no, not the breath filters. Why can't you scientists invent something less gross?
Well, until we stop breathing oxygen, we need the filters.
Well, I bet I could find a way around that.
You can't change your body. You're a mammal.
Who you calling a mammal?
We're all mammals, dummy.
Am I a mammal, Shane?
No, you haven't evolved that far yet. Now get on with it.
Why do I get all the fun jobs?
So what caused her turnaround?
I wouldn't call it a turnaround exactly. She's still very disoriented. We're on top of all the physical effects of reanimation, but we're still in the dark about the mental, let alone the emotional consequences.
If she does stay, I'll have to recalculate her rations.
We've got adequate stores, Steve, and a regenerator that could feed an army.
We've also got 88 years of travel ahead of us.
Steve's right. It's better to be cautious. We don't know what lies ahead.
So what do we do now?
Well, she's a reasonable kid underneath it all. She's obviously very smart.
Lillian, can you ensure that Zandie is made aware of the difficulties that lie ahead both for her and for us? If she does decide to stay, it needs to be an informed decision.
I'll get Mara onto the job as well.
But it's important that we don't pressure her. I just want her to know the facts.
Oh, hi. Are you lost?
No. Are you?
I live here.
So do I.
See ya.
Morning.
Deacon Hart, can I do something for you?
Yes, actually, I hope you can.
This is about Zandie, right? Unlawfully choosing her pod to reanimate, going against all onboard protocol, and breaking the chain of command with complete disregard.
Something like that. Look, Pancha, this is not that big a deal, okay? No one really needs to know.
Really?
Yes, I mean, we had to choose one cryon to defrost anyway, right? Who really cares who that cryon is?
I'm not sure that's the point though, is it?
The point is, this is none of your business. And it'd be really great if you could just forget any of this actually happened, okay? Okay then, good.
What's wrong with the chairs?
You can't do yoga on a lounge.
So why do it at all?
To keep fit.
What, sitting still?
There's different kinds of fitness. Yoga lowers the heart rate and calms the mind.
Why would you want to do that?
You live longer for a start.
How?
Because you're relaxed.
I prefer being alert. The more alert you are, the more prepared you are for danger.
Being relaxed won't stop me from being ready when there's a threat.
Maybe it already has.
What do you mean?
Well, maybe there's already a threat here. Amongst us.
What are you saying?
Just keep your eyes open.
So you're kind of like the pool guy who looks after all the pumps and chemicals and stuff.
It's a little more technical than that.
I'm not climbing back into this. Not just yet, anyway.
I'm glad.
You are?
Of course. So, did you go under with any particular friend?
Do you mean a boyfriend?
No. Yes, I mean a boyfriend.
I wasn't seeing anyone on Earth. No point, I just have to leave him behind. What about you?
What about me?
You got anybody special on board?
You've seen them. What do you think?
I'm getting used to them a bit now. Except Mara, maybe. She's so official. Leonella seems nice, though.
Not my type.
But what is it with that guy Tane? Who died and made him king?
He volunteered.
I'm surprised he hasn't met with a nasty accident.
There's plenty of time.
Hi, Zandie. Since you might be staying, you've got to learn how things work. So you've landed a shift in the chlorophyll room. Follow me?
My point exactly.
The crops are grown hydroponically, and we've synthesised a growth accelerant that can give us a harvest every 4 hours.
It seems kind of primitive.
Don't let Shang hear you say that. His accelerant is extremely advanced.
No, I mean, I thought all foodstuffs were in concentrate form now.
There's a mountain of that stuff in the hold, but we found that fresh vegetables boost the immune system a way that pill vitamins don't. We're limited in our capacity here. That's why another mouth to feed could be a problem.
You mean me, right? I'm the problem.
Aren't you finished yet, Tycho?
It's because girls make lots more mess than guys.
You gotta quit the old boy-girl thing, Tycho.
Then you quit making so much mess.
If girls do make more mess, it's because we actually do work.
I'm working, I'm flat out here.
Only because you're being forced to.
Who says?
I do.
Hey, whose side are you on, Shane?
Okay, let's get this accelerant happening.
Zandie, can you assist, please?
So, got sick of lazing around getting nowhere.
Where are you getting exactly?
Well, I'm not sitting in the one spot.
You're skipping on the spot, which just means you sweat more.
I'm done. Do you want to go?
I've never boxed before.
Oh, come on, you'll love it. It's the best workout. Just got to keep your wrists flat and hit straight in with your knuckles.
Like this?
You can hit harder than that.
Doesn't that beat yoga?
I don't know.
Well, it's really good for getting your frustrations out.
Maybe not that hard.
Oh, we're getting somewhere.
I've requested this extra session so that you have all the information at your disposal to make the right decision.
Can I ask a question?
Of course.
You already have in mind what the right decision is, don't you? Ma has done a good job of passing it on.
What I have in mind is not why we're here.
I think it is, Dr. Reese. I think it would suit everyone if I just jumped back into the pod and pulled the lid closed after me.
Zandie, you're getting yourself worked up. That's what I need to talk to you about. You're about to make a momentous decision, one that will affect you for over 100 years. You can't do that if you're emotional. For your own sake, calm down.
I'm sorry, but I'm as calm as I want to be. I've got to look out for myself. Nobody else will.
It's still early days for cryonics as a science. Your mind and personality have been subjected to a huge upheaval. One study suggests that the subject will feel strong feelings of resentment, getting even, which may result in destructive, even violent acts.
Dr. Reese, that's not me.
Let's hope not.
What happened?
Whatever it is, it ain't good.
Okay, I see what's going on. Right. It's a fertiliser problem.
It can't be.
The concentration of nutrients is over 3 times normal.
That's impossible.
Are you sure of your calculations, Banjo?
Of course.
How did it happen, Cheng?
Are you blaming me?
20 parts per thousand instead of 6. 3 times too strong.
The extra chemicals just burnt the plants.
It's toxic at that dilution.
How much mixing did Zandie do?
I supervised everything. The measuring procedure, the litmus check. I even helped her spray it on.
Did you ever leave her alone?
I left her to finish off.
Ah, maybe that was our mistake.
But why would you want to do something like this?
It could be part of post-suspension syndrome.
Meaning...
She's not fully responsible for her actions.
Great, so we've got a psycho wandering around.
It's just a stage. She'll soon be back to normal.
But until then...
We've got a psycho wandering around.
It's awful. And I was hanging out for a fresh veggie juice.
I know who did it.
What do you mean?
It was no accident.
Then what was it?
Sabotage. It was Zandie.
But she's one of us.
Is she? I mean, what do we really know about her? Why was she reanimated and not Dr. Flickadello?
It was a glitch.
That is one hell of a big glitch.
Tane, that's crazy. Zandie couldn't reactivate herself.
Exactly. So she had help.
You mean it's a conspiracy?
It's possible.
So who do you think helped her?
I don't know. Someone in the crew.
You know, you really need to do some yoga.
These harvest results certainly are puzzling. It does look like there was another factor involved.
So are you saying it was done deliberately?
If anyone has any information which might help us get to the bottom of this, I'd like you to come forward. Or, failing that, just report anything that you might have seen or heard out of the ordinary.
What's everybody looking at? Why are you staring at me?
Calm down, Zandie.
I didn't do it.
Nobody's saying you did, Zandie.
Nobody's saying it, but it's what you think. Isn't it?
I don't feel so well. I'm going to lie down.
You okay?
It's all clear to me now. I know why I was reanimated. You need somebody to blame when things mess up. Well, sorry, you picked the wrong pod.
You know, on the very first day of space school, they told us to watch out for the them and us attitude. The thing is, if you're different, like you and me, then it is always going to be them against us. On Earth, in space, everywhere.
Exactly. And you know what? I'm going to stick around. just to show them they can't treat me like some library disc they got out by mistake.
So you're thinking of staying?
Well, I'm sure it's the last thing anyone wants, so yeah, why not?
Great.
It'd almost be worth it just to see the expressions on their faces.
I thought you weren't well.
Cinnamon, if you had a friend and he or she came to you for advice about something that they had done to somebody else and she or he was in big trouble because of what my friend had done.
Wait. I'm getting confused. Who's your friend?
That's not important right now.
But your friend's in some kind of trouble.
No, they got someone else into trouble who is not my friend. In fact, she doesn't have any friends. So maybe it doesn't matter if she or he is blamed.
Tycho, turn around. You're getting that guilty weasel look.
No, I'm not.
It's getting worse.
Cinnamon, I've done something bad.
Did you really think that tripling the fertiliser would make the plants grow 3 times faster?
We're meant to experiment, aren't we? That's what the manual says. At least I tried.
But you know basic chemistry.
We had to boost production.
Look, putting aside the really bad science, you've let Zandie cop the blame for this. That's really bad behaviour, Tycho. I want you to go straight to the commander and tell him what you've done.
Mum, don't you think this is an adult-to-adult thing?
Move it, mister.
This, on top of everything else. No wonder she feels unwelcome.
It's been hard enough for Zandie without having to wear false accusations.
I'm really sorry. I just didn't know what to say.
Well, putting your hand up would have been a good start. You have apologised to Zandie, I hope.
Not exactly.
Well, that should be your first priority. As in now.
Yes, sir.
This is not just Tycho's fault. He may have been to blame here, but we're all a little guilty of pointing the finger.
We've all been together for 2 years. A new addition was never going to be easy.
Seems such a pity to junk all these plants.
It'll take at least a week to cultivate new seeds.
If only there was some way of reversing the effects of the overdose.
You mean, like an antidote?
Yeah.
Hey, that's not such a silly idea. Okay, let's think this through. The growing cycle was forced too fast.
By too much oxygenation.
Yes, so we need to find a source of carbon dioxide to neutralise that.
But in a liquid form.
Hey, I know just the stuff. Did you clean this?
Oh, I forgot.
Well, I reminded you just before you started, Tycho.
I had a lot on my mind.
Yeah, how to ruin crops in one easy step.
Give me a break.
Oh, well, now you've got a chance to make up for it. Off you go.
I shouldn't have to clean this. I'm off shift.
Think of it more as harvesting then.
Harvesting why?
Well, this goo's a result of 1 million exhaled breaths. It's full of carbon dioxide.
Gross out.
Yeah, I know. Keep scooping.
You're overdoing it a bit, aren't you?
I'm just trying to keep fit.
What happened to yoga?
Yoga's okay, but boxing keeps you sharper. It burns up more energy.
Sounds like something Tane would say.
It's something I've noticed myself.
You know, when I was your age, I met this super smart guy, and so I read all these books so I could talk to him. And when I got to know him better, he said that I was perfect, except that I kept on talking about books when he wanted to know about me.
And you're telling me this because...
Guys don't want you to be like them. They like you for who you are, for not being like them.
How's the green goo doing?
pH balancing up, general plant chemistry looking good, and chlorophyll production is back on track.
Is that it?
What more do you want? So it worked. We have a bumper crop.
All right, crisis over.
Shang, you're a genius.
Yeah, well, I don't like to talk about it much, you know.
Can I join in?
Really?
Yeah. I need a stretch.
You've changed your tune.
Maybe I should take it a little easier.
You and me both. I pulled a muscle trying to keep up with you.
So, what are we doing?
It's called Salute to the Sun.
Shouldn't we be facing that way?
Why?
That's where the sun is.
The one we left behind. But we're heading towards a new one. Follow me.
Hi, Zandie. You okay?
Just grabbing some vitamin D.
I was wondering if you could come with me to the hydroponic area and I'll take you through some more stuff.
Gee, I don't know, Mara. Hydroponics seems to get me into a whole heap of trouble.
Come on, Zandie. That misunderstanding has been cleared up.
Till next time.
The fact is, if you're staying, you'll have to pull your weight. We don't carry passengers on this ship.
Maybe just give Zandie a bit of time to herself. She hasn't been out of the pod for very long.
Okay, fine. I'll see you at the assembly in an hour and we can talk rosters then.
I won't be coming. I found the last one a real strain.
It's a crew call. You're either part of the crew or you're not.
Really?
Then is it crew practice to be accused of things I didn't do and be treated like an outcast?
Don't look so innocent. She's got a point.
Where are Zandie and Deeganhart?
I don't think they're coming, sir.
Do you know why?
Zandie believes we're all against her.
Can I speak?
Go ahead.
It's obvious that Zandie is trouble, and now she's teaming up with Deeganhart.
She's still suffering from post-suspension syndrome. She's not emotionally settled.
But even taking that into account, she's made up her mind not to fit in my opinion.
Things may improve when we put the crop failure mix-up behind us.
But that wouldn't have happened at all if she wasn't here.
So, has anybody got any suggestions about our next step?
I think we should allow her more time.
And separate her from Deeganhart. They just egg each other on.
We should give her an ultimatum. She must go back under within 24 hours.
That's not an ultimatum, that's an order.
You're getting weird about her, Tane.
Anyway, we can't do that.
Why not?
The protocols of cryonics say that nobody can be put into suspended animation against their will.
Maybe she should be repotted by force.
Mara's right. She's a danger to this mission. To her or us.